much needed W, bro, yeah? Much needed W. I was confident going into this game. I actually predicted that Chelsea were going to win this game 3-1, yeah? Because I'm looking at Ange right now. I'm looking at a team that are deflated. I'm looking at players that don't believe what's happening with their team right now. I'm looking at a manager that we beat 4 times, bro. 4 separate occasions, bro. You know what I mean? It's now 5 separate occasions. It sounds like we have put the nail in the coffin for Ange Postecoglou, bro. Yeah? Nail in the coffin for this guy, because during the game, that mafia boss, he was there at the beginning in the first half looking, you know what I mean? He wasn't looking too happy. Second half, man was nowhere to be seen, bro. Man was nowhere to be seen. I know my man was on the phone to Deitch talking about, bro, we need you tomorrow, ASAP. We need you tonight, in fact. Yeah? This guy's gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's because of my Chels. Yeah? That's because of my Capitano Reece. Yeah? Don't be putting any guys in conversations with this guy. This guy's by himself. Yeah? I like Timber. I rate Timber. I was telling these Arsenal fans, it's not going to take much to upgrade on Ben White. As much as Ben White's come in, he's been steady, he's been consistent, you know, he's been a steady Eddie in the team and that. Timber's got more to his game than this guy, bro. You know what I mean? He's a better player, right? But Reece James is a different league. He is a complete footballer, bro. Complete footballer, bro. Don't be bringing anyone to this guy. He is the best right back in the world. And all we need from this guy is for him to stay fit like he has been. You know what I mean? And shout out to Maresca for that one, bro. You know what I'm saying? But starting off for the first half, you know, looking at the lineup, I'm seeing, you know, Chalobah left centre back. I'm seeing obviously Josh started the game, which he deserved to start, to be fair, because he had a very good game against Liverpool. I wasn't complaining about that, right? Obviously, you had Lavia in the midfield with Gusto in the middle. You had who else in the midfield? Santos in the 10. Absolute shocking performance, by the way, right? Garnacho on the left, shocking performance. Neto on the right, João Pedro up top. And that first half, you could clearly see that this was a team that had zero chemistry. Absolutely no chemistry whatsoever, right? So many changes. This was the first time that we've seen this lineup, people. And obviously, you got to follow it up with the fact that we just came back from the international break as well. It was not good. The build-up was poor. Chalobah on the left-hand side, again, not great in the first half. The build-up was shocking on the left-hand side, bro. Man's not really trying to use his left foot. Everything he's getting is looking to the right-hand side, right? Wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the midfield. Lavia was okay in the first half, to be fair to him. He had one little loose touch where Gibbs White should be doing a little bit better, to be fair. But again, I'm looking at Josh, man. You got to lock your foot, bro. Yeah? I know we're going to get to you in a second in terms of your overall game away from that. But, bro, please, start to lock your foot more in the build-up, man. Because Lavia could do better there with a touch. But the pass was a little bit loose. You got to punch it to him, bro, so he can bring the ball down nicely. You know what I'm saying? So I thought Lavia was steady in the first half, right? Santos in that 10 was not great. Falling on the floor. There was a chance that he had as well. He should be burying that, man. You had so much time. He had so much time to finish that, bro. He took that first time. He snapped at it on his weaker foot as well. That should have been 1-0. You know what I mean? I thought he was poor. You know what I'm saying? Gusto in the first half just looked lost. Absolutely lost, bro. This was not Liverpool. This was not Liverpool, but we need to hunt man down and press man down, because Forest, they weren't really pressing us from the front. They were just letting us have the ball. You know, they changed their shape for the game as well. 2-man midfield and that, right? We had most of the ball in the midfield. We had most of the control. The only time they really looked dangerous was when we was giving them the ball. Yeah? When Josh is giving the ball away, when Lavia is giving the ball away. Other than that, they weren't really creating many chances in the first half. It was from our own doing. Yeah? Garnacho on the left-hand side. Stinky, bro. Stinky. Worst performance that I've seen from this guy in the Chelsea top, bro. João Pedro. Barely getting on the ball. Barely getting on the ball. And that's why I keep begging for Mark Guill. Because we're going to talk about him in a sec. Because he was a big reason why this game changed. Yeah? He was a big reason why this game changed. Because we actually had a target man up top. A striker up top. And João Pedro could get involved in the game a lot more. Right? In the first half, he barely had any touches on the ball, bro. Man's just dying up top because Neto's not really creating for him. Garnacho's not really creating for him. You had Santos in the 10, not really creating for him. So he's just up there, just doing nothing. You know what I mean? And a couple of times he tried to get involved in the game, but not good enough. I had man in my group chats at me talking about, oh, what's João Pedro doing? And I'm like, bro, man's had like 9 touches in the game so far. And again, he's not really getting any creativity for him, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is why we're not really seeing any shots from this guy. Yeah? But second half, those subs is what changed this game. That is what turned this game around. Yeah? To bring on Gittins when he did, to bring on Caicedo as well. I thought he had a good game, he had a steady game as well, right? And to bring on Gil and obviously play João Pedro in the 10, absolutely changed the game. The second goal that we scored, the free kick that we got, was Gil winning the ball, bro. He won that foul. You know what I'm saying? But just to start off with the first goal that we scored, Pedro Neto, that is brilliant wing play, my bro. That is brilliant wing play. Running down there on the wing, whipping it in on his stronger foot. And Josh, what a header. What a header, because Chels is a very good goalkeeper, people. And if you remember last year at the Bridge, him and Sanchez were going bar for bar, yeah, with the saves. You know what I'm saying? It could have gone to either of them for man of the match. You know what I mean? But I thought that header there, that cross was absolutely amazing, yeah? Because Neto deserved that sort of assist with the way that he was playing. In the first half, it was only really him and Reece that looked like they were trying to do something, bro. You know what I mean? Everyone else looked a little bit laxy-daisy, international break and that. But these guys were looking a lot sharper, right? Fantastic cross from Neto, yeah? And then for the second goal that we scored, like I said, Gil there, he wins the foul. Neto again on the fucking free kick. Yes, he got a deflection, but man still had to hit it the way that he did, bro. You know what I mean? It was a well-deserved goal. So goal from him and an assist from him as well. Brilliant performance from Neto, bro. I'll be real. You know, he gets a lot of pelters from the fan base. So when he plays like this, you got to be able to give him credit too. I thought he was steady today. I thought he was very good today. Probably, you know, between him and Reece, I'll give it to Reece, but you can argue that Neto could get man of the match too. You know what I'm saying? And then for the third goal that we score, Esteval comes off the bench, people. Yeah? Esteval comes off the bench. We didn't really see him involved in the game much. Cool, fair enough. But dangerous ball. Yeah? Dangerous ball to get that whip into that dangerous area. And who do you want at the end of it, bro? Reece James. Yeah? If you want anyone at the end of those sort of chances there, you want Reece to be on the end of it, broski. You know what I'm saying? I thought Josh today was brilliant, bro. You know what I mean? Apart from that loose pass that he made to Lavia, I thought today he was brilliant, man. You know, commanding in the air, very good goal from him. You know, his ball playing ability, like when he's running with the ball, right? The way he progresses with it, fantastic. Yeah. And defensively today as well, I thought he was good, man. He was very good. You know what I'm saying? So right now, Fofana's gonna find it, you know, not find it hard, but I would have dropped him. Bro. You gotta keep playing him. You know, let him learn. Let him iron out those mistakes out of his game, because he's young. End of the day, he's not gonna learn and gain the experience without actually playing. Yeah, we haven't signed a new centre back, so man can't just be there as a body. We've actually got to play this kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the only thing I'll say about him is, like I said, playing out from the back. That's the major criticism I've got for him. But in terms of his overall game today, I thought he was good, man. I thought he was very, very good. You know what I mean? Chalobah, you know, he wasn't as comfortable on the left-hand side than that, but overall, he was steady as well. But Josh, very good performance from him as well, man. So right now, people, you know what I'm saying? Man's just out and about right now, just at my boys' local brunch. You know what I mean? Yeah? Happy to see the 3 points. Happy to see 3 goals. Like I said, I predicted 3-1, sorry. You know, right now, I'm not really trusting our defence and all the chopping and changing. I thought Sanchez was actually good on the ball as well. I thought his distribution was actually good today. I thought he was steady with his cross collection. To be fair, you know, Forest could have scored a couple goals. Like, they had a chance from Nico Williams. He should have took a touch and scored. They had a chance from Igor as well that hit the bar. You know what I mean? So they had a couple chances in the games, but end of the day, people, this is the Premier League, man. Teams are going to have chances against you. It's all about taking your chances and trying to defend as much as you can. I thought Cuckoo again in the game, locked up. Whatever they're trying to do on that side, bro. Morgan Gibbs-White trying to go on that side, locked up. Nico Williams trying to go on that side, locked up. I thought he was good. You know what I mean? So it was a game of 2 halves, because like I said, that first half we were not good enough, but those changes once again, like what Maresca did against Liverpool before the break, is what changed the game. Yeah, we need to be playing Gil up top more often, right? People are gonna laugh. Now it's even funny. I'm seeing people on the timeline right now talking about, oh yeah, we gotta play Gil more often. But before it was funny, right? It was funny, yeah. Oh, what was Gil gonna do? Gil is a natural striker. How often did you see him leaving his position to go into the midfield, yeah, or to go into the defense? You wasn't really seeing that. You see man staying up top because that is his bread and butter, people. That's what he does. He is a natural striker, bro. You know what I'm saying? So going forward, we need to play this guy more often. We are gonna get more out of João Pedro playing him behind Guillermo, because he can get involved in the game. He can facilitate for him. He can score goals outside the box. He can score goals inside the box, running off of a striker, right? Play Guil right now. There's no time to be complaining about, oh, Delap's injured. Oh, we should have signed Osimhen. We should have signed this. Use what you've got, bro. And today, Maresca used what he had correctly, right? Gittins today didn't really get involved in the game, but he looked a little bit more ready, more steady than Garnacho, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Use what you have, like I keep saying. I will keep preaching this, yeah? I don't know how people can live their life just complaining about things that they can change, yeah? We can't really change much about the transfer window right now because the window's shut. But what we can change is internal solutions. What we can do right now with Delap not being there is play Guil up top. Play João Pedro in the 10 without Cole Palmer, bro. We've got a lovely set of fixtures coming up. The number one out of the way already. 3 points, clean sheet, 3 goals. Yeah, we're scoring goals right now, people. It's now back to keep them clean sheets, bro. But in Palmer's absence, please play João Pedro in that 10. I'm begging. Yeah. Obviously we've got Ajax coming up, but obviously João Pedro's not going to be available for that game. So we're going to have to probably play Guil up top. You're probably going to see Facu in the 10 or maybe Esteval in the 10. I'm not sure what he's going to do, but right now, yes, I want Esteval fit. You know, not Esteval, sorry. I want Palmer fit. I want Delap fit. I want all these guys fit, Sugo fit. But same energy I had for Poch. We have enough right now to be cooking a meal. And that's exactly what we did today, bro. We cooked a meal today, bro. You know what I'm saying? But let me get back to some yakking anyway, people, man. Let me get back to some yakking. No, let me know what you think of my thoughts. Like I said, game of 2 halves. That first half, throw it in the bin, man. Throw it in the bin. You're going to see a lot of games this weekend, this game week, of teams not really being on it because of the break and people traveling from Brazil and people traveling from fucking Costa Rica and South America and that and wherever they're fucking coming from, yeah? Second half, we showed what we're on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very, very happy with that win, man. But let me know your thoughts, people, man. In a bit. Love. Bless.